Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the national anthem by Julia Delvo.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon. My name is Alyson Reum, and I am the senior class president for this year's class of 2013. And this afternoon, I will be your Mistress of Ceremonies. Teachers, staff, parents, friends, relatives, and honored guests, welcome to the commencement ceremony for the East High School class of 2013. A special welcome to the graduating class. We, the graduating class of 2013, have experienced a memorable and extraordinary journey like no other. Tonight, we are celebrating one part of that journey coming to an end, as well as all of the attainments and rewards we have made up to this point in our lives. Our class motto by John F. Kennedy says, "Change is the law of life, and those who only look to the past or present are certain to miss the future." We look back on our time at East with great moments and extraordinary memories. But we also need to look ahead at what our futures hold, and that's extremely exciting. We are the only East High class of 2013 there will ever be. So as we go along our separate paths and new chapters of our lives unfold, let us always remember to carry with us the piece of us that is and forever will be the East High class of 2013. At this time, I would like to introduce our first speaker, Xiong. She will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison this fall to study pre-med.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, parents, faculty, and esteemed guests, Mr. Dorff and Superintendent Dr. Langenfeld. My name is Xiong, and I'm delighted to welcome you all to East High's senior class of 2013 graduation ceremony. Today could not be a better day to demonstrate what Red Devil pride really is. As we stepped foot into East High School for the first time just 4 years ago, we were shaking from nervousness, terrified that high school would play out like a movie, where we would get shoved into lockers by upperclassmen and get false directions to class. Luckily, we had Link Crew to help with that. But we had bigger problems. Movies categorize high school students into cliques, like the jocks, preps, and nerds, and that made us worried about what group we would fit in. At that time, we were unaware of what Red Devil pride really consisted of. But as we experienced it through our lively sports events, homecoming, or just our daily accomplishments at East, we realized that we don't fit into any of these categories movies have invented. We belong to a much larger and more prestigious community, the community of the Red Devils. Red Devil pride is more than just the certificates we earn each grading period, though. For us, it is composed of 4 years of hard work, 4 years of cramming in before a test, 4 years of wearing our ID cards, and 4 years of drama. But also in that time, we had 4 years of making new friends, 4 years of building memories, and finally, 4 years of change. Now, we all know how freshmen behave, and we like to make fun of it. But as seniors, we are all well aware that we were just once as naive. I'm sure all the faculty, staff, family, and friends here today can testify to that. But it's amazing how much we have changed in just the last 4 years. Just look at the remarkable change. John F. Kennedy once said, "For time and the world do not stand still. Change is the law of life." We have gone from children crying for help into the independent adults we are today. But change comes from learning, and learning comes from all the people who have spent countless of hours teaching us. We should thank these people for helping us get here. A special thank you to you, the parents, for teaching us life lessons that will always remain with us. Thank you, teachers, for teaching us even when we constantly questioned why we learned things we will never use in life. But as I stand up here today, I realize why we learn the things we do. Thank you to my language arts teachers for teaching me how to use the proper words to describe my journey as I grow. Thank you to my biology teacher for teaching me about the digestive system and helping me make sure that I won't gain the freshman 15 this fall. Thank you to my calculus teacher for teaching me how to solve related rates of change problems so that I can calculate the rate at which I will attain my goals. Because of everything we have learned from you, we have changed for the better. So thank you. However, behind everything that can change, our memories are everlasting. And our memories at East High School include things that can only be found at East High School. Only at East can you find Red Devil Pride, of course, our successful Fine Arts Academy, the caring closet, our dedicated principal who even has an East High School tattoo, the one and only City Stadium, our dynamic dancing fans, and of course, us, the students. We are outstanding. Many of us have gone to state for numerous activities, made honors, and were praised for our ample deeds. These things that have been so significant to us may be difficult to leave behind as we move forward. To continue with John F. Kennedy's quote, he said, "And those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future." From this point on, it is a fresh new start for us. While these memories will always remain, though, we must look to the future too. Because when we leave this room today, the earth will continue to spin, the clock will continue to tick, and we will continue to change. Therefore, we must keep thriving for more efficiency, pursue our goals, and acquire new ones along the way. We have the capability for so much more ahead of us. But as we do that, we may come upon familiar feelings, like the butterflies we get in our stomach when starting something new. Similar to when we first entered East. Earlier, I mentioned how we as freshmen struggle to find where we fit in high school. Well, now it's like deja vu all over again as we anxiously try to find where we fit in the world. But whether you choose to further your education, enlist in the armed forces, or settle down and begin working, always remember our class motto. For time and the world do not stand still, change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. So carry your Red Devil pride out into the real world, learn, change, experience new things, and always strive for the best. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2013.
Thank you, Pata. Next, it is my pleasure to introduce Kurtis Casperson, our second speaker. He also plans on attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison next year to study physics and chemistry.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome several esteemed guests, our superintendent, Dr. Michelle Langenfeld, our principal, Mr. Edward Dorff, our many esteemed teachers, and of course, my fellow classmates and their families. 50 years ago, former President John F. Kennedy gave a speech in Frankfurt, Germany, praising them for overcoming a series of outstanding trials in a short period of time. West Germany overcame economic hardship as well as bitter rivalries to become a prominent force for the democratic world. Now, jumping to the present, we stand in the same position West Germany did. We, the graduating class of 2013, have overcome our differences and have come together now to stand on the pinnacle of our lives so far, graduation. We've come a long way since freshman year. We've been through a truly remarkable high school experience, from our frightening lockdown freshman year to the protests over Governor Walker's budget to this year's introduction of Red Devil Pride. Yes, friends, you could say that we've had an eventful 4 years. These events have led to personal growth in all of us that will help us as times and the world around us change. Kennedy tells us that time and the world do not stand still. We are part of an ever-shifting, dynamic world. It is our mission, my friends, to adapt to this world as it changes. We've done a marvelous job of this up until this point, but we cannot simply excuse ourselves from this duty. The responsibility is upon us, my fellow young adults. Our past has left us with the tools to do this with. Throughout the past mere 1,650 days, and for some of us longer or shorter, we have cultivated relationships that will last us beyond our educational years, and life lessons that will last us until the very end. Our past has unlocked a better future for us. Our graduating class has overcome language barriers, economic hardships, and cultural disputes, and here we sit today, ready to take on the world. Change is the law of life. That is what Kennedy said. This terse statement is a defining rule that we can live by, and in fact should. Our world is changing at an ever-increasing pace. Most of us are familiar with the Green Bay East High School page on Facebook, but how many of us know that this page has not existed for more than 4 years? In which social climate could the primary fad go from planking to size Gangnam Style to the new Harlem Shake, perhaps over 2 years? I surely cannot speak for myself, but when I was a freshman, the last thing I expected was to receive a laptop to aid in my studies. Keep in mind, these are all changes just over the previous 4 years. What would the classes of the past think of all of this? However, have any of these startling changes inhibited our ability to grow both as students and as people? Why, of course not. That's why we're here today. These changes in our environment have molded us into who we are today. Change, that is what has governed us. It is, has been, and always will be a law upon our lives. As I look out to all of your faces this afternoon, I see the turbulent forces of change acting upon each and every one of you. These forces will continue to act upon us forever. However, enough of the past and the present. It's time to address the future. The last part of Kennedy's quote goes, "And those who look to the past or present are certain to miss the future." Our future is as bright as 10,000 suns. I cannot claim to know all of your personal plans, as I sadly do not hold the honor to know all of you in depth, but judging from what I've seen and what everybody else around would surely agree, we, the graduating class of 2013, are poised to take a position of leadership in our community. We have in our midst so many different careers, from doctors to nurses and engineers, to civil workers, athletic stars, and mechanics. We are a tremendous presence here in our school. We've served as examples to the underclassmen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to spring forward. We will exemplify what Red Devils are capable of across the globe. This is our time to shine, and I cannot imagine a group that could shine brighter than those sitting in front of me right now. I, for one, am extremely proud of each and every one of you. Well, friends, this is it. We're at the end of our high school experience, but do not let it be the end of the excellence I've seen from you for the past 4 years. We are the best East High School has to offer. We've already proven this. We are ready to move on, and we are ready to show the world what we can do. John F. Kennedy, 35th President of the United States of America, told Germany a selection of words. These words came to influence countless other lives, even becoming our class's motto. These words shall resonate in our hearts and in our minds for as long as we live. For the world and time do not stand still. Change is the law of life, and those who look to the past and present are certain to miss the future. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2013, may the force be with you all.